Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, for those of you who may have never been here before, and today I'm talking about some of my must-have Create a Sim mods for The Sims 4. Now if you're a frequent viewer of this channel, you know that I don't use a lot of CAS mods in my videos because I kind of want people to see the game for what it is and not all of the mods and CC that you kind of have to use to make cute Sims, but lately I've been getting into custom content and mods for Create a Sim so much. Like it's actually it feels almost unhealthy. Yeah, I'm just like obsessed with custom content hair and all of those sorts of things. So it's been kind of fun, but kind of taking over my life. So I found around 10 mods for Create a Sim for The Sims 4 that I really like and that I've been using in my like personal gameplay for a few weeks now that I just kind of wanted to share with you guys. And I honestly think I might be using these in videos in the future, just because they don't really change too much about the way that Sims look. It's just a couple like small things and things that kind of make Create a Sim more fun and easier to use. So let's just jump into my Create a Sim mods. The very first thing is actually a skin tone pack that was made by Mira, and if you haven't heard of the Melanin Pack, then you are missing out. We all know that the EA skin tones just absolutely suck in The Sims 4, and they should have been fixed years ago, and even the update that they put out last week didn't change a darn thing. So unfortunately, to get real looking skin tones for any sim, you need to download custom content. Mira created the Melanin Pack, which comes with a whole bunch of skin tones that reflect more real life for any darker skin tone and help you make more realistic looking sims so you can feel that your sims aren't blotchy and having weird shadows. And it's honestly helped me to feel more connected to these sims because they look a little bit more realistic. They just look like actual, not people obviously because they're still sims, but you can get more of a connection to them and it just makes you feel better. And I don't know how to describe like why a skin tone would do that to me, but it just makes them look so realistic compared to the EA skin tones, and I just love that. It really does suck that like a modder has to create this and that it's something that is necessary to add to the game, but it's better than nothing. And hopefully when we get the EA update in December, something like this won't be a necessity anymore, but at this point I'm not going to hold my breath because with what they pulled last week, I honestly don't think that much is going to change. The next thing that I downloaded is a height slider. Now I won't be using this in my videos because it does cause some animation issues, but it is really fun if you're just playing and you don't really care how things look, because all Sims in The Sims 4 from teen to elder look identical. They are the exact same height. And this is just unrealistic. Like even people who are the exact same age are going to be different heights and they're not going to look exactly the same. It just, having a height slider makes it so you can have a couple different ways that your Sims can look. So they can be like really short or very tall, and you can create more realistic looking couples and families and teenagers using this height slider. It is important to note, as I said, that this does cause different animation issues, but it's really worth it. Like you'll just see some weird things happening because your Sim is too short or too tall for the regular animations, but like it just makes them feel more real and you get more connected to those Sims, so it's kind of worth it. The next mod is the No EA Eyelashes mod, and this is a game changer for me. We all know those chunky, ugly EA eyelashes that look more like eyeliner and have no real dimension to them, and they're just terrible. They look like they're supposed to be eyeliner, but then they like move with the eye, so then they're not eyeliner, they're eyelashes, but they're hideous. Anyway, a fantastic modder created a way to have those eyelashes go away by default, so any eyes that have them normally will no longer have them, and you can add custom content eyelashes or just go without to have a sim who looks a little bit less like a cartoon. To go along with the No EA Eyelashes mod, I use these Kajiko eyelashes. I believe that's how you say that, and I'm obsessed with them. They look a lot like real life eyelashes, or some of them look like fake lashes that you would, buy at the drugstore or at Sephora or something, and they just make your Sims look so beautiful. Even male Sims look really great with these eyelashes, because I know that a lot of men have like really beautiful eyelashes and I'm really jealous because I don't. But this is one of those things that I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of at this point, because it just makes Sims look stunning and so realistic and a little bit less cartoony, and it's just gorgeous. And they even work, like a lot of the stuff like this kind of only works for alpha CC, but it really does go along with Max's Max CC and just looks gorgeous, and I'm so excited to use this more often. The next thing I have is the Immersive Lighting in Create a Sim mod. This is awesome for screenshots because it lights up your Sim's face quite a bit, and it also just helps you see them while you're creating them. You can add those small twerks to their facial structure, and it kind of just makes it easier to see and makes the shadows a little bit less weird, and I really like that. Now, my favorite thing on this list is so silly because it doesn't actually change the way your Sims look. It doesn't change anything major, but it's actually just a more Create a Sim columns mod. The default EA has is 2 columns, so you can barely see anything at a time. You can only see a few things. And when you're scrolling through CAS, it's just not enough. Like, you really want to be able to see 4 rows worth of items, and it just takes forever to scroll through anything with just 2. With the more columns mod, you can actually choose between 3, 4, or 5 columns, but I think that 4 is a pretty good number for CAS. It kind of doubles the amount of stuff you're seeing without making it too overwhelming, which I really, really like. It helps me find things more quickly, and it makes creating Sims so much faster. And this is definitely a must-have for anybody who has a ton of custom content, because it can take a really long time to kind of scroll through all of it and find the things that you actually want. I also have a CAS background installed, which changes the default blue CAS background from the game to whatever you want it to be. And you can honestly make this any image in the entire world, any color, anything you want. That just kind of makes it feel more personal to you. And I love that that's an option. The CAS background that I went with is actually the CAS background from The Sims 2. And everyone who watches this channel knows that I grew up playing The Sims 2 and it was my favorite game. And I spent honestly like hours and hours and hours, probably like a year of my life playing that game. And it just brings me back to my childhood and makes me want to spend more time in CAS actually creating Sims, when usually I just kind of like click and then I'm done, just because I'm like, oh, this makes me feel like I'm playing The Sims 2 and gives me all the feels. So I end up making more detailed characters just because it is a Sims 2 background and it makes me happy. So it's something very silly for most people and they probably wouldn't care about it, but I love it. The next thing I have is a default skin replacement that kind of smooths out the cartoony vibe of EA skin and just makes them look a little bit more pretty, and I really like that. They also make them where you can have them just appear in CAS and you can choose them for every different sim so that different sims have different skin textures, but I kind of really like just having every sim have this default skin texture, and I think that it looks really great. The final thing I've downloaded is a set of face and body presets that makes making unique sims so much easier. So the default with EA is honestly not very many presets that you can click on, but then when you download this mod, you get like honestly probably hundreds of ears, eyes, noses, like mouths, and actual body like structures, which is really cool. So for the body types, it's awesome because you can go through and you can have like the slightest to change. So you'll see 2 images that kind of look the same, but when you click on them, like their shoulders might be just a little bit broader, or their hips might be a little bit wider, or like their thighs might be thicker and their waist might be skinnier. Like they really reflect more realistic and like human looking body types, which I really like. And they're all very different. So you can have your Sims actually look different without having to put in the effort of doing it yourself, because I am a lazy Create a Sim user. I also really like this for the face structure, so your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, because it's kind of hard sometimes to tweak the eyes and nose and all of that to make it look good and to make unique looking Sims. I kind of end up making the exact same Sims over and over again because I find it really annoying to have to like drag everything. I just like to use presets because I'm lazy. It's honestly the answer is that I'm lazy. But yeah, these Sims that I made for this video are so pretty and I'm kind of obsessed with them, and I just think that they're so cute and they still look very much like they belong in the game. I also have some custom content hair on these Sims, which I'll also have linked down in the description because the creator is incredible and you should support them on Patreon because I've downloaded so many hairs from them recently and I just love it. I'm honestly getting really into custom content. So if you guys enjoy these kinds of videos where I talk about custom content or mods and all of that, you should definitely let me know in the comments so I know to make more of these videos. And I will have all of the links to everything that I've talked about in this video in the description down below. If you've made it this far in this video, I just kind of want to say thank you to everybody who has been supporting me over this last year. It's been kind of crazy, and it was this time last year that I started posting a little bit more frequently when Discover University came out, and I'm just like so thankful for you guys. And the fact that I'm over 20,000 subscribers, and it is just wild. It's been like really less than a year that I've been consistent. So I'm just thankful and I want to say thank you and I love you guys. Thank you so much. But yeah, anyway, those are the must-have CAS mods for The Sims 4 that I have found so far. I will definitely update this once in a while and show you guys other things that I found, as well as make some custom content videos whenever I feel like it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And I really hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.